It's important, I think, with a child. I love a child, yeah.
So
I think there's other. I don't know about the rest of the stuff. I'm not a big. I prefer to be liked rather than loved, you know, that kind of a way. But with a child, I wouldn't be able to turn my back on them now. But I could turn my back on a man or a woman any day.
So you say parental love is more important?
It
than
is,
romantic?
I think, yeah. Yeah, I think it's more honest and more sincere. Yeah.
Would you say it's more substantial, longer lasting? It's forever.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Definitely?
Yeah, parental love. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah?
I think that word is kind of overrated and overused. Actually, love, especially in this modern day. You know?
Of course.
And then it kind of loses all its meaning.
Would you
know?
say the Western culture has given you this idea of love that everyone aspires to, but maybe isn't the real thing?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we've kind of lost touch with the kind of the love that you have in a family unit. You know, I think that's been kind of dismantled in a way over the years.
Why would you say that is?
I think because maybe divorce is so easy to come by. You know, oh, you didn't take the dog out for a walk, I'm divorcing you. You know, that kind of yeah. And I think I think it's too easy.
Okay.
And I think with the Asian culture, you can see it is different. They've got a more of they've got more of a family unit, and they kind of stick together through the rough and the smooth. Our Western attitude to love, I think, is kind of superficial.
Yes.
Yeah.
And would you say in more Asian cultures there is a higher its significance to sort of hierarchy, so you respect your elders, that kind of thing? And
definitely, yeah.
Would you say that's the basis for the strength? Would you think that's why it lasts?
I think so. It probably is, but I think it's like I think with the Asian cultures, and I think maybe it goes deeper than that. I think, it goes back in their history. You know, I think it's also maybe it's the children are primary. Everything is done for them. Yeah, they're put first. Yeah, and it's like whatever they do, then that's. I think Western people become very selfish and self-centered.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, and then they become indifferent.
Yes.
And they seem to forget about the reason that they actually had children in the first place is to kind of look out for them and look after them. And you read in the paper about people leaving their kids and going on holidays. They met somebody in line the night before and they're off to Tenerife for a week. And they lock the kids away. I think it's terrible. It is. It is. I prefer as I said at the beginning, I prefer the other word that's four
parental
letters.
Love,
but I prefer to say, if somebody says to me, I like you, Tom. Yeah. I find that very endearing and very honest. Okay. Love to me, it's
nothing.
It's just a word now, and you see it everywhere. You see it on the internet. You see it probably in school. I don't know. It's changed a lot. Yeah. Over the years, and it's nothing to do with young people at all.
No, so you don't blame it on our
God,
generation?
No, I think they're brilliant. Yeah, I think they're fascinating. Yeah, but look at society today, how it treats them. Yeah, I mean, a young couple starting out, they can't even afford a home. No. There's a friend of mine at work. His brother is a policeman, and his wife is a policewoman. And they're a combined salary of 80 grand a year, and they can't even get a mortgage because they don't have the deposits.
That's insane.
And they work for the government.
And that's such a professional job,
such a
well-respected career.
An important job. So I think young people are, in a way, through the media and everything, they seem to be blamed a lot for everything. And the people who've had a good life, who could rear the family in a house that they own, their own front door, they've made all the money now. They can relax and enjoy it. And the children they don't have that opportunity, and they live at home with them until they're 30 or 40. And I know myself, I came from a very small little village in Southern Ireland, and I couldn't wait at 16 just to have a bit of freedom and to find my own way. And I feel very sorry for young people today. And the government and the churches, everybody seems to ignore them, and they need help. Yes. And that's a form of love as well.
Absolutely.
It is. Yeah, So I don't know. It's I don't know. Society today. It's pretty false, I think.
Would you say it's letting our generation down?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I when I grew up in the 70s and 80s, we didn't have the internet or anything. But if we were upset with something, we made our voices heard collectively or individually. And I can only do it individually myself today. Like I won't buy meat in a supermarket.
Yeah.
I go to a butcher's. I'll keep
That's
the small man
brilliant.
going.
Yeah.
You know. And if I go to a supermarket, like that one day I got some cigarettes. I could probably go to a self-service tin, but I won't. That's my say rebellion.
That's your own personal.
It is, you know. So I think that's important. And you know, you don't need permission for anything. You can. There's a big world out there, and you can get on with it yourself. But you need some help, and the people that should be helping you, and helping the elderly, the people you know, in nursing homes.
Definitely.
Yeah,
there's a lot of get there.
The ones who need it the most have been ignored because they don't vote or they don't want, you know. But I didn't vote when I was young either, you know. But I think what we did change was through punk and everything, where we had our own.
We need a music revolution.
Well, we do, We need art and everything like that. That's the only way you can, you know, get together and tell them just to piss off. This is our time, you know. We want a bit of that cake at the top, the bit of the cream. We don't want the crumbs. Because I'll tell you, take it from me, life goes by so fast. Before you know it, you're 40. And half your life is gone, or whatever, you know. And then you look back and you say, you know, so this is the time, this is your time. So, I don't know, I'd say get together and say, come on, start marching or doing something. I don't know, can you do it online today? I don't know. Get something going.
But make him
make him listen, you know. Knock on the door or kick the door down, you know.
Thank you.
You're entitled to it, you know.
Yes.
You know, you're going to pay your taxes.
Yeah, exactly.
So you pay your taxes, you're entitled to your opinion, and don't let them fob you off. There are taxes everywhere, most of them, I think. I mean, there's some good ones in there, I think, you know. Yeah. But they can't.
But they haven't. There's not enough.
No, and they get into that clique. Yeah. I mean, I kind of, in a way, I'm a bit of an anarch, you know. Everything I grew up with that I should uphold, you know, the church, the state, the financial, religious institutions. And so to me, it's bullshit. You know, bullshit, man. We've got brains ourselves. We can make our own minds up. And it's, for instance, you know, if you get like say for instance a woman, all her friends are getting married or they're getting pregnant and they're going to have children, and the social pressure that's on her to do the same thing. You know.
So true.
Do you know? And I think that's terrible. But it's everything is the media. I think the media, I don't know, they have a lot to answer for, I think. They do. They're very false.
They're so influenced. It's everywhere. It's everywhere now.
And never believe what they say until you check it out and recheck it.
Definitely.
Because they
educate yourself.
Do you know what I mean? It's, you know.
You can discuss that with me good as well.
No, I mean, Stalin said, I know I'm going on a bit here, but Stalin said, and he was spot on, this guy. He says, I mean, he was a dictator, really.
Which person?
Stalin. In Russia, the gulags and all that. So, you know, he just got rid of people. He said, the truth doesn't matter. The truth does not matter. It's what you make people believe. And that's what they're doing.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, and that's how he got away with it for all these years.
It's charisma as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You look at, like you say, media and propaganda, and you look at who they're affiliated with. Rupert Murdoch, who owns all of the media companies, best friends with David Cameron, who's the leader of our country.
Yeah.
They all went to the same universities.
Exactly.
They all joined the same clubs. They're either accountants, they're politicians, they're in the media.
And how can you ever run a country with people who are struggling when you have never experienced the struggle yourself? They're wealthy kids that have never privileged, they've never
had a chance. Yeah.
So they don't care about us.
No,
they've never experienced it. There's no empathy there. You only empathise when you've actually been through it.
Exactly, You're right, empathy is a great word, it is, it is. And you're right, you know, and it's like, I mean, you look at Cameron there, he was a PR man, a bullshitter, in other words, you know. This is true.
Professional.
He never had a job in his life. He doesn't give a damn what the pride, you know, how we live. And I think this government, especially the way that, you know, it's like those programs you have on television, where a benefit street and all that.
That just puts them in a bad light to me.
It does. They're demonising them, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And these people, you can't help it because they mightn't have the best of education or the best of guidance. And they put a camera in front of them, and it's like it's like Jeremy Kyle, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
But how come these fucking television companies and outside these bankers' gates and hedge fund managers who've destroyed this country financially, or nearly destroyed it? But why answer them? Where's your money?
Yeah.
You know, what have you done with yours?
Yeah, exactly.
It goes to show that money is everything, isn't it? And
it is.
You can get get away with it.
Yeah.
Because no one's ever put them in prison.
No,
No,
exactly.
They're never.
But
That's
we
not
suffer.
going to change.
We don't
even know who they are. Some of them.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's one or two.
And like you said, if it wasn't for Facebook or the things in front of our faces, I think like the 70s, we'd have all got together and a lot more would be happening.
I think we're so separated now. As
They want
because
that,
of
though.
it.
That's what they want. Because I don't know.
There's no power in
No,
in
they're
footballs.
controlled as well. I think the media companies, you know, the internet and all that.
Yeah.
I think, and that's how they divide you. You see, and then it's like in Czechoslovakia. If they saw us standing in a street corner in Czechoslovakia in the communist days, more than 5 people, they'll come up and arrest you because there's young people talking. You talk about politics, you'll talk about whatever, but at least you're talking and you'll be annoyed with something and it starts there. That's it. That's the key.
No one talks anymore. That's it. No one talks.
No, they do it. They do it. We're all separate in our bedrooms with a laptop, and you can't even, you can't even see the people.
You can't experience what people are going through. Either.
You can't. No.
And that's getting the empathy.
It is empathy.
It is just disappearing.
It is.
You're just involved in your own world and what's on your own Facebook page.
You are.
Exactly.
And then you go from day to day, and day to day you do this, you do that, and before you know it, 5 years has gone and nothing's changed.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know?
Exactly.
Now is the time it has, because there's a perfect opportunity with this vote in Europe coming up in this
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and I think as well they want us not to live together.
It's more control.
Yeah, look at the mail. You pick up the mail. Jeez, I wouldn't wipe my ass with that paper. They instigate it.
Yeah.
And
everything.
David Cameron wrote it all himself.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's people in Middle England will believe every word of that. Keep them out. But listen, I'll go for a coffee, and it's East Europeans people are serving me. They wouldn't. The jobs are there.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of people here who won't work.
Exactly.
They'd rather be
They're
on
taking the
benefits.
jobs you don't want to do.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because
They
they're
don't want
hard
to pick
working.
potatoes in the field.
No.
They don't care. They'll do it.
And my generation did the same thing. We dug the roads, the railways, the canals.
Yeah.
They wanted this, and then the Asian people, they wanted them for the Bradford mills, and they wanted them for in Manchester for the linen mills or whatever. They brought them over. They invited them over. They did, So they're there for a reason. They wouldn't put a gun to their head.
But part of Britain, if you look at the immigration of Britain, it goes throughout history of Anglo-Saxons to Vikings to Romans.
It does,
Everyone's come here and made their homes. So it's not new, is
exactly.
it?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's an open.
It is. It's an open society, and it's good. I think it's good for the country because I think the more people you can talk to from different backgrounds, it broadens your mind and your
It's
opinions.
the whole thing with the computer. When you're on your own in your room, we're doing the same with countries. We're just isolating ourselves more and more, and then
We are,
how are we going to fix anything?
Yeah.
Absolutely, It's like we're all islands.
Yeah,
It's up to the young, because don't believe a word they'll tell you. That I think the Parliament, both sides, the left and the right. Look at Bush what he did, and Brown. I mean, a war. They lied to you. What other lies are out there that we don't know about?
The thing is, people just don't have that thing to think, well, why would I question? They're just telling me the news, the papers, the news programmes and stuff. They don't have the forefront to think, oh, they might be lying.
Yeah.
Why would you? You think, you trust these people, there's truth, but then question everything.
Exactly. And then these documents have come out now about all these
The
guys.
Panama Papers.
I mean,
exactly.
what else? There's more.
Oh, surprise!
And that's just one. That's probably the tip of an iceberg.
It is. And the poor whistleblowers and NHS
And they're getting,
teaching,
exactly.
and they never get a job again. They're blacklisted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's
They have
terrible.
to go into hiding.
And
These people should get a fucking award for doing this.
exactly.
There's one SNP woman that's brilliant in Parliament, and she said, "How come whenever we want to bomb Syria, we never exceed our budget, but when we want to help the pensioners and the people that need us, oh, we've exceeded our budget.
Exactly.
Never enough money to not bomb a country.
Yeah, no,
But
It's
exactly.
true. What did they do? Did they find 12 million or billion behind the sofa there a few weeks back? All of a sudden, and we're broke.
Oh God,
we're broke.
put that way,
It's just question it, question everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've just spoken to a couple yesterday. Came around to see me. The wife is invalided, but they're in a year at a tribunal for a year to try and get a disability for like she cannot walk again, right? And it took a year. And on Friday, they told her you could be in there 18 minutes, an hour, 10 minutes. Anyway, 10 minutes they made the decision. They got the yes for it. But they were saying when they came out, you know how many... It has been so stressful for the last year, and they're struggling as it is.
And that'll make you so much worse.
Yes,
as well.
and then can you imagine? There's other couples like that and throw the towel in. I says I can't do it anymore.
Absolutely.
Relationships are broken down over this.
Completely.
Yeah.
And they need his help. And
That's all.
He's probably paid a tax all in life.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's bad.
That's what
And
tax
she
is
probably
for.
worked. Exactly. It's not like scrounging.
No, that's
Parliament
it.
was created by the first ever commoner to actually be in a room with a king, and it wasn't a one man making a rule for the country. Common men saying, "We run this country. We pay for this country.
Yes.
Let's run it together."
Yeah.
If they could see what's happening now, then
God, they would turn it in the grave.
Well, you know, you're all students.
Yes.
Well, you're going
art
to be
students.
art
Yeah.
students. Fantastic. I love art. I don't know. My favorite is what you call him. He died there in the 90s. What you call him? Richard Francis Bacon.
Oh yeah.
I like him. Yeah, I like the dark side of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The kind
It's
of
very expressive.
very expressive. You know, the man's loneliness through life and all that.
It's beautiful, isn't it, really?
I just love it. Yeah. But I never did art in school. But you know, I just like
You
it.
don't-
Yeah.
Like you said, that's what we need, a bit more art and a bit more.
Yeah,
That's
but-
where you get people together to start
So,
talking.
yeah, my
and send
project.
the
This
message
is I'm doing a project on people communication. So we just don't
This
do
is
that
brilliant.
anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm doing sound pieces, and so I have conversation, and you walk through it, and then you hear these opinions and discussions, and it's just
Well, it's a
designed to
form
get
of-
people talking.
Well,
again.
it's art as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's communication.
Exactly,
It is.
exactly.
It's fantastic. Yeah. Just I hope it improves. You know, I'm coming to the end of my road. I feel sorry enough for anybody starting, but the only one who can change this are you. I'll tell you.
Thank you.
Kick
Yeah.
the fucking door down.
Yeah.
Get them. You know, shake them up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they won't do anything.
No,
They won't.
no, exactly. They need something bad to start people
And,
thinking
you
again.
know, things do happen. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't want to go to violence. Peaceful
No,
is where
exactly.
you to go, but you can protest
Yeah.
things and you start getting people together.
You can get angry. Anger is an energy. You
Yeah.
know, Leiden was right. It is an energy. It's good. It's a great emotion.
Yeah, it's
anger.
so
It is.
powerful.
It is so powerful.
And it comes from an honest place, doesn't
It
it?
does, yeah.
You can't have fake
can't
anger.
fake anger.
No, it comes from the
exactly.
gut, yeah.
That's
It
the
does,
only
yeah.
thing I
Yeah.
reckon.
And that means
That's proper
something's got to be
genuine.
really important to get you
Yeah,
back to that
yeah.
place as well. You've
Yeah.
got to really...
You're right. Yeah, it is. It's great. It's powerful. But the more of you together,
And it gets
angry
stuff done.
together, it's going to
does,
get stuff
yeah.
done. It does. Yeah, you do. Yeah, and it makes you feel good as well because you get it off your chest.
Yes, absolutely.
And to be
absolutely.
heard as well.
Yeah,
From
finally.
our age, we don't feel like we're listened to.
No, God, not for anything.
I feel very sorry for you. I finish work. I work for the railway, by the way. I'm up and down to London, to Edinburgh every day. I'm a chef on board the train at East
okay.
Coast. Yeah. So I come back from work about 3 o'clock, and I get the bus home to Beeston, and I can see young people who dressed up that day, young lads and young girls. And they put the suits on, and they're in for interviews that morning. Do you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And I can see the loneliness and
Yeah.
the despondency, and
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's tough, and it's like I get the impression there's nobody listening, and they're home with their parents, and then they're all
You've
get
got
up.
no choices.
They've got no choices.
There's
No,
just-
Pressure everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no options, but a lot of pressure.
there is.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Everyone's pressuring your parents too.
Schools,
everything on
you
the
got to
news.
hit all the
It
quotas.
is.
You got to be smart in a certain way. Not
Before
in,
you know
You've got to
it,
dress in a certain way.
Yeah.
You've got to do this. Yeah, you've got to
Exactly.
be. If you're not part of the group, you're out of the circle.
Yeah, exactly.
then
individual-
before your early 20s, and you're like,
Where
what
are
am I
you?
doing?
You're in a
I've got to
state.
start
Yeah,
now. I've got
exactly.
to start.
Yeah.
My grandma was married by this age.
Yeah,
having her
we
first
were
kid.
That's right.
What's
yeah.
going on?
What's going on? Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're all individuals. Isn't that
Yeah.
great as well? Individuality is great as well. Do you know, you've got that power inside you. And fuck it, you get angry, and it's like, oh man, these are the best days of your lives.
Yeah.
Trust me, they are. And before you know it, I remember getting a birthday card from my mother when I was 25, and she was spot on, and I laughed at it at the time, like you do when you're young.
Yeah.
And she says, Tom, you know, the first 25 years, she said, if you think they've gone fast, the next 25 will go in a blink of an eye. And she was
Really?
spot on, yeah.
Really?
She was spot on. And then before you know it, you're talking,
Yeah.
go so fast, yeah.
Yeah.
But these are the best days. And if you don't shout now, nobody will hear you. You know, when you're 40s and
Yeah.
50s,
Yeah, yeah.
young people are not going
Yeah.
to listen to you.
Yeah,
Now's
yeah,
the time
yeah.
to shout.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Absolutely. We
Yeah.
need you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lead the campaign.
No, there's people. No, you can do it out there. You can. Yeah, there's always there. And
We were just talking about literally a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
You haven't met anyone and what they would think about things, and you've actually just.
Thank
like,
you so
oh,
much.
no, you're welcome. Yeah.
Thank you
Well, I
so much for
enjoyed it as
opening
well.
up as well.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
a lot of people are very reserved with their opinions, like, oh, I don't want to
Listen,
upset
I'm
anyone.
angry. I'm
No,
angry.
it's like,
But I'm angry for you.
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
am.
that's
I'm disgusted,
perfect.
actually.
Yeah.
I'm disgusted. I never thought I'd see it happen. Do you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we thought we had it bad.
Yeah.
We did, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But we had a go. You know, you need
Yeah.
to have a go here. You do. Don't let the bucket. Listen, it was lovely talking
Thank
to
you
you.
so much.
What's your
Thank you
name?
so much, Adam.
Adam, Tom.
Hi, I'm Anna.
Hey, Ma. Nice to meet you.
I'm Iz.
Iz.
Thank you.
Okay, right. Take care.
Thank you very much.
Exhibition